Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, the Heaux Healer, and I'm back with yet another video. So this video is going to be obviously for the biggest manifestation day of the year, 11/11. So it's great that we're on 11/11. It just means that it's a really powerful day. You know, instead of having to wait to see 11/11 2 times a day, you can kind of feel that 11/11 energy all day, every day. So this picker card is going to be based off of that. What are you currently manifesting towards you? We're going to go a little bit into everything, go a little bit into depth, and then I'm going to answer some questions for each card with a tarot card, and then we're going to go. So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds just to choose which card you want. You have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and we're going to get right into it. So take your time, but don't. Okay, y'all, I hope you've taken enough time to figure out what your pile is. If anything, you can also pause this video to, you know, get some time to think it over. But let's get right into it. So if you chose pile 1, what you're manifesting towards you is, your card is Judgment, but this is really symbolizing rebirth, right? So you're manifesting a rebirth towards you. Maybe there's something in your life that needs change. Maybe there's something in your life that needs a refresher. You kind of just like, I love rebirth because it really symbolizes, you know, someone being reborn again, essentially. You know, that's what Judgment is all about. It's not always about being judgy about things. When you see it, it's like you see this angel and it's like she's looking at them because she's ready to bless them, or she's ready to, you know, give them what they want. They are seeking a rebirth, and you see they're all naked. So I feel like for you, you're currently going through a rebirth, or you're manifesting a rebirth towards you. You want things in your life to change, and you want things in your life to change on a grand scale. But what I'm feeling to call to ask you is, how are you contributing to this change, honey? Okay, so I'm gonna pull 2 Work Your Life decks. Cards. So your card is Protection, Call Back Your Power, Cut Cords, Soul Retrieval. And the Initiation, Rite of Passage, Crossing the Threshold. So this makes a lot of sense. So I feel like right now you're going through a spiritual rebirth. And if you needed to know that if you were protected, you're highly protected by your spiritual team. Your spiritual team also wants you to remove certain people out of your life. And this is so funny because this is an eclipse, right? If you can see, this is an eclipse here, right? We have an eclipse on the 19th of November in Taurus. So we're actually moving into eclipse season. So this is a great time for you, and it's a full moon. So eclipses make full moons a little bit blurred, but it intensifies the energy. So I just really want you to take the time to really decide what needs to be removed out of your life and what needs to stay, because whatever needs to be removed is about to be removed when you're going through this rebirth. You also has the Initiation, Rite of Passage. So I also feel like this rebirth is going to push you in the direction that you want to be in. This is going to push you to where you want to be in life. So don't be afraid. Allow this rebirth to happen, because this is clearly what's manifesting towards you, honey. So let's get into these cards. You have the Strength card. So at this time, Spirit is offering you a lot of strength. You could be going through something, but you don't necessarily have to be. But you could be going through something that's difficult. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you're going through a death. You know, maybe just shit in your life is just not going the way that you needed to go through. And trust it. Trust and believe, honey, that happens to us best. It happens to the best of us. You could be arguing with friends and family. You could be feeling like your friends or your family is not really hearing what you got to say. Or you could just kind of feel not supported by the people in your life, right? You got the 4 of Swords. So you're definitely overwhelmed. You definitely need a break. Like I'm just getting vibes. Like there's a lot of tension and arguments going on in the home base, especially with the 4 of Swords, because the 4 of Swords is such a home card. But it could also be like with just your friends, and it's like you're just trying to get people to understand you, but it just seems like nobody is really taking the time to get to know what you're going through, and it's just causing you to feel like, listen, bitch, I need a break. Yes, honey. You got the 4 of Cups here. So you got 2 4s. So 44, the angel number 44 is going to be very significant for you. But I just feel like you might also be in a state where you're isolated. You're taking time to yourself to figure out, okay, like I tried to have these conversations with these people. they're not hearing me the way that I need them to hear me. So what are the next steps that I need to take for me to move the fuck forward? Because it's not giving what it needs to give. And that's just something I'm picking up here. I just feel like you're feeling, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to move this. I'm just feeling like you're feeling, I want to move this over so y'all can see it a little bit better. I just feel like you're feeling overworked, you're feeling tired, and one thing I'm also hearing is that I feel like you're tired of speaking to people about the same shit. Like, it's like the same thing over and over, and people keep playing with your body, and you like over it. It's like, how many times I gotta tell you, I don't like that this is a thing. I don't like that you keep doing this to me. I don't like. I just hear it, I don't want, and people keep fucking with you. So now you know what that means. It means it's time to cut people off. It's time to stop allowing people to get in your space and do these things to you. Now it's trying to show them like, oh, okay, you thought I was playing. You thought I was playing. Okay, no games. Now we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is that super fiery energy. It's like, we're moving forward. And I just also think this is that, like, I'm going to say what needs to be said, and then I'm going to keep it pushing, because obviously you think that I'm playing with you. That's the energy I'm getting from this. You got the Six of Wands. And honestly, once you start to really speak up and let people know how you feel, especially because you're going through this transition, you know, and it may be a difficult transition, but you need to speak up and let people know how you feel. You're not a doormat, and people can't just do things to you because it feels right to them in that moment. No, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't, that's okay. Just back the hell up. Yep. So you got the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is basically saying, you have the Six of Wands here. I didn't speak on it, but you have the Six of Wands. So it was like, once you decide that you're going to be in that space where you're being honest about, listen, I can't, like, of course, when you tell somebody you don't want to fuck with them, of course they want to come out the woodwork and let you know how much they support you and how much they love you. No, bitch, where was that energy when I needed you to support me, when I need you to love me? Don't wait for me to tell you how I feel about the situation before you decide to be like, oh, I didn't see it that way. Well, bitch, you should have, because I'm done. Okay, period. Next, you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something. It could be walking away from an energy, walking away from a place, walking away from a thing. Whatever it is, you are taking the time to walk away, because you have now realized that whatever the fuck it is no longer serves your well-being. And it's like, all right, bye bitch, bye bitch, and boom, you ended with the Ace of Swords. You got your clarity. You said what needed to be said. Now it's time for you to get to business. You know, now it's time for you to really focus on the things that you really want to focus on, opposed to waiting around and waiting for people to support you, waiting for people to say, hey, you know, such and such does this. No, nobody is going to show up for you like the way you show up for you. And the quicker you learn that, the better off you'll be, honey. So let's clarify this energy. Let's get it clarified for this Strength card. You have the Seven of Cups. You have the Seven of Pentacles. So Spirit is offering you strength, and you got the Seven of Pentacles, and I just really feel like this is saying be patient. Be patient with your process. Be patient with yourself. Don't be like, I feel like if you are going through a spiritual rebirth, it may be a little bit difficult, because it's about letting things go. It's about letting certain mindsets go. It's about letting things that you're not accustomed to kind of come into your life and kind of take over. And it's not the easiest thing. But the main thing I can tell you is be patient with yourself. Meet yourself where you are. You know, if you got to curse a bitch out, curse a bitch out. Don't feel bad about it, because sometimes that's just what you need to do in that moment. Follow your intuition. Wherever your intuition is telling you to go, go with your gut. You know, don't let nobody steer you wrong. Next, you have the Five of Swords. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel like there may be a little bit of drama at work. You may be going through a little drama at work. Maybe some like catty shit. You could be a manager. You could be a boss, or you could be training to be a manager. You have people jealous of you, and that's kind of putting a damper on your spirit. You don't really like that, because it's like, girl, I'm not here for that. I'm here for work. But no matter what, you're going to come out on top, because you got the Wheel of Fortune here, boo. So no matter what, whatever the girls is talking about at work, whatever the cattiness is happening at work, that you're way past that. It's above you now. Okay? It's above you now. You got the four, for the four swords, you have the two of pentacles. So I feel like right now at this time, you also may be juggling a lot. You may be taking on a lot. And with these two cards, usually when I see it, I say, oh, you know, you can probably handle it. But with it being with the four swords, this is basically saying, yes, bitch, you're overwhelmed. You also got the star card. So I feel like for you, the star card is just the energy that you kind of need to take a rest to kind of renew your soul. I also am recommending that you take like a water bath or a salt bath just to kind of like relax your energies. Even long hot showers with eucalyptus and lavender is also going to help as well. Just to kind of clear everything out, clear out that soot from the day, clear out that energy. Last night I was taking off my makeup and I burned some sage, and that was like the most empowering thing that I've done in a really, really long time. So it's like you can find your own little practices without it being like a, you know, natural practice for everybody else. You got to make it your own. Next, you have the Four of Cups. You got the three of Swords. So there may be some heartbreak energy here. Like something may have happened that got you like, okay, we got justice. Some of you guys may be going through a divorce. Some of you guys could just be decided that, you know, like just things are not working out, and it's hard for you to really sit with yourself. And I guess that's why I picked up on isolation, especially if you're breaking up. It's really hard for you to sit with yourself right now. But at the end of the day, if you feel that this is what's best, go for it, boo. Like, I'm not even mad at you, because sometimes things just don't work, and we have to know when things don't work. And I think that's the hardest thing, is knowing when something doesn't work, opposed to staying. You know, if you know it don't work, it don't make sense to sit there. Next, you have the Knight of Wands. Spirit, what is this energy talking about? Knight of Wands, new beginning. You got the Fool card. So like I said, after you clear out all of this shit and people just kind of playing with you the way they don't need to be playing with you, you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be taking your shit. You're going to be taking your bags, and you're like, bye. And it's time for you to have a new beginning. And just understand that you have to embrace change. Everything is not going to make sense in the beginning, but when it makes sense, it makes sense. And that's okay. You have the Six of Wands, the Devil card. So with the Devil card, I just feel like you're releasing a lot of energy at this time. You're releasing a lot of self-imposing beliefs. Remember, I said you're going through a rebirth. So you have to, a lot of parts of you have to die in order for you to get that success, in order for you to get that recognition, or in order for you to get that support. So honestly, you have to take the time to look at yourself and see how you could be contributing to the madness, okay? I was actually going to clarify that, and damn, two cards came out. So you got the Page of Wands and you got the Five of Swords. So it's like, once you let go of like the drama and the people that's been holding you back, you're going to be interested in starting new things and having new things. Next, you have the Eight of Cups with the High Priestess. So right now your intuition is very strong. You're very wise. You have a lot of wisdom just kind of festering up in you. So if your intuition is telling you to walk away from something that no longer serves you, walk the fuck away, because bitch, you tired. Okay, you got the Four of Swords again, right underneath the other Four of Swords. So it's like, release everything that's holding you back. Release everything that's overwhelming you, because it's time to go. Release. Release, 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 so you can manifest, honey. You have the Ace of Swords, so you got the Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be doing some forms of, some of you guys may be doing some forms of collaborating. Maybe you're collaborating with other people. You're stepping out of your comfort zone and saying, hey girl, I like what you do. You like what I do. Fuck it. Let's do it together. It's definitely that energy here. You could also just be working with other people to get something off the ground. I'm seeing new contracts, child. Look at your cards popping out. Look at your cards. You got the Ace of Wands. I'm going to take it. You got the Seven of Wands. I'm going to take it. So I just feel like you may have to battle a lot of people just to get to where you want to be. But honestly, I think this is the perfect place for you to be. So I'm going to give you some time to ask yourself 3 questions that you want answered. You can actually refer to manifestation. And yeah, so take this time to figure out what your questions are. And then you can actually pause the video. And then I'm going to pull the cards. Okay, so let's start off with the first question. First question, you got the Five of Swords. So I'm gonna say no at this time, and the reason why I'm gonna say no is just that It's a yes or a no. It really depends on how much you want to put into it is what I'm getting. Like, I'm not getting a definite yes, but I'm not getting a definite no. Just because, you know, the Five of Swords is really that energy about arguing and fighting and winning at every cost. And if you have to do all of that just to win, then maybe it's not for you. So it really depends where you are in this situation. The answer to the second question is Knight of Swords. I would say yeah. I would say go for it. The Knight of Swords is a fast, quick-paced energy, and it's time for you to kind of like, I feel like, just like, don't procrastinate. Just do it. Whatever it is that you've been contemplating, just do it. It's gonna work out. And I would say yes again. Once this card is all about passion and just kind of like moving forward and getting things done and having things. And I just, you know, it's also a card about thinking as well. Like, don't beat the Knight of Swords, but he's just going. This card is also like, okay, you should think. You haven't thought, but you should think before you just jump out there. So I hope this reading resonates with you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let your girl know how you like this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Happy 11/11. Hey boo, so if you chose pile 2, this message is going to be for you. So your card for this 11/11 manifestation day is 7 of Cups. So with this 7 of Cups here, I'm just getting this energy that you shouldn't sell yourself short and you should branch out and try at least everything, if that makes any sense. Like, and don't be afraid to do it. However, just make sure you're doing it the correct way. Make sure you're reading over anything. Just because if you look in this card, right, she has so many cups, right? She has a cup with a tornado. She has a cup with a hand. She has a cup with money. She has a cup with a reef. She has a cup with a snake. She has a cup with a heart. She has a cup with a rose, right? And obviously, you know, maybe 4 out of these cups seem great, but there's that other 3 that's like, maybe not, right? So you really have to be sure about what you want, and just know, like, you have a lot of options. You do have a lot of options, but it's about what you're going to do with these options, boo. What you going to do with these options? So let's get you a Work Your Light card. You have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I love that. And you have Keepers of the Earth. You're not alone. And ancient ancestors stand beside you. I love that, bitch. So I feel like what you're manifesting towards you is opportunities, but not only are you manifesting opportunities towards you, you're also manifesting a soul tribe, a community, people who love and support you and truly want to see you doing good. Yeah, so I'm just really feeling like you're manifesting just, like, I'm just getting positive vibes, positive energy from this. Like, you know, like, look at this card. You see her ancestors are behind her. So it's like, you know, your spiritual team is really down for you at this time, and they're really trying to bring in the things that you want for yourself. But I think that, you know, you also have to kind of like find that group of people that really fuck with you, that really support you, and, you know, or expand that group of people that really fuck with you, that really supports you. Like, you don't have to do everything alone. It's just the energy that I'm getting from it. And it just keeps on saying you're not alone. You don't have to do it alone. So it's like, reach out to people, like, network with people. Like, this is what you are manifesting towards you. You're manifesting your soul tribe. You're manifesting people who really fuck with you on a higher level. People that really want to see you grow on a higher level. It doesn't always have to be, you know, it doesn't always have to be like a give and take energy. It's just like, you know, you want to fuck with people that is aligned with your energy, aligned with where you're going. And I think that's what you're looking for this 11/11 manifestation day. So let's get into your cards, boo. You got the 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like right now you may be juggling a lot. And honestly, I'm not feeling like you're overwhelmed, but I feel like eventually you will get overwhelmed. And I think this is why Spirit is telling you that you need to kind of like lean on people that you know really fuck with you and really support you. You know? You have the 6 of Cups here. So with this 6 of Cups, I feel like you could be a little bit in the past, a little bit. Like, you know, so accustomed to the way things were done before that you really don't want to allow new things to kind of like manifest towards you. So I'm just really getting this energy. You need to kind of like pull yourself out of the past. Like, yes, things happened a certain way in the past, but it doesn't dictate what's going to happen in the future or what's going to happen in the present. You know, you just have to be open to different experiences and allow different experiences to fall into your life. You have the Hangman here. And the Hangman is just about taking some time to pause and find enlightenment within yourself. And I feel like you need to take the time to kind of pause. Yeah, so there's an energy here that you need to take some time to like pause and think it through. Or you may have already taken this time to like pause, and like now that you've found that enlightenment, now it's time for you to get on with, you know, get on doing it, get on living that life, get on pursuing those things, like get on finding that soul tribe, get on trying new things, all of that good stuff. Just know that your ancestors are behind you and they're influencing your decisions. So just know that whatever decision comes to you, it's not just you, it's your ancestors. Like, boom, we got you. You got the Page of Swords here. So for some reason, I feel like this is like the Page of Swords can be relative to like new ways of communicating. So maybe you're finding new ways to communicate with new people, finding new ways to reach out. But I also feel like it's also about finding new ways to communicate with yourself and to communicate about yourself. There's a level of like purity coming off of this reading that I'm getting. It's like you may be in a space where you're really focused on what you contribute to the universe and what the universe contributes to you, and how you can be a driving force in that. And oftentimes the way we speak about ourselves can be something that can stop us from getting to that level because we have such negative things to say about ourselves. So, you know, I feel like you may be like not talking negative about yourself, like no self-slander. Shit, I need to say that for myself because child. You got Justice. So with Justice here, I feel like fairness is important to you. Equality is important to you. This is the Libra card. So a Libra may be significant, but I feel like right now you're in a place where you're ruling with equality, and like, which honestly is letting me know that whoever these people are, you have the correct mindset to find these people, right? The correct energy to network with these people. Because I'm just getting like network energy. Like, Spirit really just wants you to step outside of your comfort zone and like just do new things, bitch. Like, do new things and be okay with doing new things. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and work at it and be patient. Like, be patient. Know that your time is coming, right? Like, in the Seven of Pentacles, she's sitting there. Her crops are growing, but she's a little bit upset. Like, damn, it's not growing as big as John's. Fuck John. Sorry. But fuck John's crops. Focus on your crops. Focus on what's going on with you right now. This boss bitch that I'm looking at. Well, I'm not looking at, but that's looking at this video, okay? Focus on what you got going on. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about what everybody has to say. Don't worry about what their perspective of you is going to be. Focus on what you want them to see, right? Focus on what you want them to see. And if they don't like what you see after you done that work, fuck them. You know? You have the Lovers here. So I feel like you are finally aligning with your purpose. You're finally aligning with your drive, finally aligning with where you are supposed to be in your life. I feel like you've been questioning yourself, like, where are you supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? And it's like that answer is going to come to you when it's time to come to you, when it needs to come to you, you know? But I just seen 333, so that number's going to be significant for you. But it's just like, for now, just focus on what you can do now. You know, don't focus on the what ifs and the maybes. Just focus on what you can do now. What can you do now? And that's speak up, and that's have courage, and that's stand up for yourself and get out there and do the things that you really want to do with your life. That's what that's about. Like, really standing up for yourself, standing up for your cause, standing up for what you believe in, and going out there and getting it. But not only that, but betting on yourself, betting on your energy, betting on your vibe. You deserve all of the shit that you want. But the question is, how are you going to get that shit? You're going to keep your options open. You're going to build your soul tribe. And you're going to know that your ancestors are behind you 100,000%. And they're going to make sure that you get the shit that you want because they know that you deserve it. Boom. So let's clarify these energies. So let's clarify this Two of Pentacles here. I've used these cards so much, I damn near know what they are already. And when they're covered. You have the Hangman. So remember, I did kind of pick up on the energy of maybe being a little bit overwhelmed or about to be overwhelmed. So I feel like Spirit is offering you a time to pause and think things through. You don't have to rush. You don't have to, you know, like, you don't have to do all of that. Just chill out. You're the Knight of Cups. Romanticize love. Take the time to smell coffee. Take the time to smell the coffee. Take the time to enjoy life. Everything doesn't have to be so fast. Everything doesn't have to be so work or work-minded. Some things could just be fun. Some things could just be lovely. And it's okay for things to just be lovely. What's the energy for the Six of Cups, Spirit? Seven of Swords. Okay. With this Seven of Swords here, I'm a little bit... Six of Cups, it's about being in the past, right? Okay, so I feel like maybe with you were in a space where you were so focused on the past, right? So focused on what was going on in the past and what was going, like, what happened in the past and what didn't work in the past. And, you know, now you're just kind of like sneaking around and being strategic. And I just really feel like Spirit is telling you, you don't have to be like that. They got your back. What's for you is going to be for you, boo. You know? And just know that they're sending you strength, right? You got this. You're going to make the best decisions for you. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Yeah, there were some fucked up people in the past, but you know what? You've grown from that. So you're not going to allow a fucked up person to come into your life. You know, you're not going to allow people to fuck you over because you've been fucked over. You know what that shit feel like. You know what it look like. You know what it smell like. So that's not going to be you. So think of it that way. You're too smart to get fucked over. Next, you have the Hangman again. You have the Four of Wands. So after taking that time to like really pause and get that energy, you're going to come out knowing so much more, feeling so much better with that community, because the Four of Wands is all about community and support and people loving you and people telling you like, yes, bitch, you did a good job. You have the Emperor card, so that's 2 4s. I told you the number 44 is going to be significant. Did I tell you that? Well, if I didn't, the number 44 is going to be significant. You have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is letting me know that you're going to make wise decisions. You're going to do the smart shit. You're going to do the shit that you need to be doing. So you don't have to focus on the extras. You have the Page of Swords here. Knight of Pentacles. Take your time. Work at it. It's not going to be amazing the first time around, but you can always work at it. The Knight of Pentacles is all about hard work. You know, it's all about hard work. He's no stranger to hard work. And he's the only one who's thinking and not moving where all the other knights are on their way. You know? Take your time. It only gets better from here. Take your time. You have the Justice card. 3 of Cups. So there's definitely going to be something worth celebrating. Maybe you're going to be having an outing. Maybe you're going to be meeting new people and getting to know new people and celebrating with them. You know? And this is going to be where that equality comes in, where that balance comes in, because you deserve that shit. High Priestess energy. And once again, you're too wise to get fucked over. Because the energy I'm getting is just like, you're afraid. You're afraid. You're afraid. You're afraid. You're afraid. And it's okay to be afraid, but it's not okay to let fear cripple you. And you're not crippled. Next, you have the 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. Things are moving forward. We're expanding on a global level. People hear your shit. People know your shit. People hear about you. You're expanding. And moving forward with success. Towards success with determination. Like there's a whole bunch of just newness coming towards you, but you gotta grab it by the balls, yo. Next, you have the Lovers. And a card flew out. The Queen of Cups. You know, be soft. Be open to being soft. Be open to being emotional. Be open to being soft. Let people see the soft side of you. Everything doesn't have to be so hard. Everything doesn't have to be so rough. Everything doesn't have to be so tough. It just needs to make sense. And people are going to fuck with you no matter what. Whether you're tough, whether you're soft, whether you're rough. I don't know. But people are going to fuck with you. Because I fuck with you. And if I fuck with you, you the one. You got the Six of Swords here. So it's definitely about leaving. Like, it's like leaving old shit behind. Like I said before. It's like if it didn't work before, then it didn't work before. But there's no telling that it won't work now. Next, you got the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. So stand up for yourself and watch you create that family. Watch you create that money. Watch all of that shit just come in for you because you're finally stepping outside of your comfort zone. Because you've manifested that shit on 11/11, bitch. Okay, so amazing things are coming towards you. Like, it's just about you really stepping outside of your comfort zone and really getting into that vibe, getting into that energy. So now I'm going to pull out 3 cards for yes or no questions. So take this time to pause so that you can figure out your yes or no questions, and we're going to get right into it. Okay, so we are back with your yes or no questions. I hope you've got your questions. So question number 1 is, I'm going to say yes. 7 of Wands. You got to fight your way to the top to get the things that you want. And if you continue to fight, you're going to have it. Okay? Question number 2, I'm going to say yes. 7 of Pentacles is all about, you know, watching things grow, right? And as long as it's growing, that means that we're moving in the right direction. And I love that for you. And question number 3, yes, bitch. I'm going to say yes again. So all new beginnings, new things, a whole bunch of new things coming your way. I'm going to put these together. 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles to end the Fool. This new beginning is definitely coming towards you quicker than you're coming towards it. And it's just basically saying you have to fight for what you want. And it is going to take time to grow, but you have to be open to allowing it to take its time. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let your girl know how you like this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Happy 11/11. If you chose Pal 3, your manifesting, well, your 11/11 card for today is the 8 of Cups. So I'm definitely getting the energy that you're manifesting to walk away from something at this time, just something that no longer serves you. It served this purpose, and now you're ready to be like, all right, bitch, babe. Okay, so let's pull your Work Your Light, a Work Your Light card, and see what energy Spirit has for you. So you got Transformation. Ooh, yes, boss beach. Transformation and Awakening. Damn, these cards are bomb as fuck. Okay, so Transformation, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So what I'm getting from you, or what you're manifesting towards you at this time, is just really a new beginning, but on such a deep restorative level. Look at her. She's sitting on her chair like a boss bitch, like the boss bitch she is. She got the moon behind her. It's like, this is really giving High Priestess energy here. And this is giving like rebirth, death, judgment. Like, I just really feel like you're going through such a transformative time right now. And you already are aware that you're going through a transformative time because you're already walking away from things that no longer serve you. You're just really in a place where it's like, okay, I tried that and that didn't work. Like, this is not working. So it's time for me to like make that change, make that move. And this is what you're truly manifesting on this 11/11, a transformation, a change, honey. Let's see. You got the Tower card, right? So Tower is all about change. It's all about transformation. It's like you see what was faulty, right? You can see what was faulty. You can see clearly, keenly what was faulty, what didn't work, what left you feeling like, all right, this wasn't enough, right? So now you have this Tower. You start off your reading with the Tower. So let's just see what you end the reading off with, because I know it's going to be some magical shit. So you start off with the Tower. So you're going through a transformation at this current moment. You also got the 8 of Pentacles here. And I would usually say that this 8 of Pentacles is relative to work. But it just right now, it's just not fitting. I feel like this is you taking the time to work more on yourself, right? Learn more about yourself. Learn about your skills. Learn about the things that you really, truly want to do, right? And I just think like it's just an energy that you're taking, like you're really learning and taking the time to master you, if that makes any sense. Like, and that's what this Tower is about. You got the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is like, as soon as you get to that point where like you've taken that time to know who the fuck you are, of course everything is gonna just take off, because now you know who you are and what you want. you know? And sometimes it's hard for us to get there. And let me tell you something. It's actually it's the thing that you least expect is usually the thing that you want. Like, little backstory, right? I was doing tarot card for years. And I never once said, hey, I'm going to take this shit to Instagram, you know, or I'm going to take this shit to YouTube. I did it one time, and this was pre-pandemic. It was pre my daughter, matter of fact. And it just never dawned on me that this is what I wanted to be doing. And honestly, I'm lying. It did dawn on me that this is what spirit wanted me to do, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel comfortable to do it. But it just kind of slapped me one day, like, bitch, if you don't get out there and fucking, you know, like, so I think that's what's going to happen with you. Like, if you're really focused on what's your next steps, it's like, that shit is going to come at the least expected time, you know? And you could be great at one thing, but you could also be great at a million things. Try all of those shits. Try all of those shits. Yeah, try everything and see what works, boo. Okay, next we have Four of Swords. So Four of Swords, this is energy of rest. Because you know, when you're transforming and you're doing some deep healing, a lot is happening. A lot of energy is being put out, right? So there may come a time where you need to like rest and relax and just kind of like think things through and see everything for what it should be and what it could be and things of that nature, right? What else? But I also think it could be you just kind of like taking some time to yourself, you know, to reflect on everything that you've been through during this transformation, right? You got the King of Cups. When you come out of this, you're going to be in such a balanced energy. You're going to be in such a balanced space, you know, where it's just all going to make more sense, right? The King of Cups he's very emotionally mature, right? And he doesn't, neither his heart or his mind doesn't have any precedence over the other. It's straight balance, right? So nothing, you know, he's not going to let himself get out of character. He's not going to let anybody fluster him up because he's so secure in his emotions and he's so secure in his mind. And I feel like that's you. And I think this is what the transformation is teaching you. You have the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, you're going to try to start something new, or you're going to be starting something new. Maybe you're starting a new business. Maybe you have a new idea. Maybe you want to invest into something, or maybe you're just really like, you're really going to try to do something that's going to really bring you that longevity, long income, just something that's going to sustain you for a long time. You have the Ace of Swords here. Ace of Swords is what? New contracts, new business, new communications, right? You know, doing things, maybe doing things that hasn't been done before, because Ace of Swords is all about communication, but it's new communication and new ways of doing things, right? So it could be that as well. And you have the Two of Wands. So it's like planning for things to be better, planning for things to get better, right? But just planning, you know, planning, not necessarily executing at the moment, but honestly, you've done a lot of executing, right? You've done a lot of executing. A lot of shit was getting done here. So now you're ready to move to the next level, move to the next steps, and see what life has to offer you. Boom. Ooh, child. Oh, child. Okay. Oh, wait, my cards got backwards. How? Sorry, y'all. Let's get into this. Can I get a clarifier for the Tower card, Spirit? You have the Ten of Swords. So that makes sense, right? Tower, 9 out of 10 times usually equates. You get the Ten of Swords or you get the Star. Like, you just never know. But basically, this is a transformative period for you because, like I said, a part of you had to die for this new transformation to happen. You know, I think that you may have been stuck in such a way. You were stuck in such a way you weren't really seeing clearly, right? And now that everything has happened, now you can look back and be like, okay, I'm low-key, high-key thankful for all of this. Like, it fucking sucked when it happened, but now I can really see how life feels more different and life feels more peaceful when you have a ground that's not faulty. You know, when you have a ground that's not going to cave in at any moment. You know, you don't want to build a foundation where people can infiltrate and just poke little holes into it. You know, imagine you have a building, and if the building is not structured completely or structured correctly, it's going to fall, right? That's the same thing with the tower. If the tower is not built correctly, honey, it's going to fall. You have the 9 of Swords. So yeah, it probably was scary as fuck. It probably left you up crying, sleepless, just trying to figure out what the fuck what you're gonna do, what's gonna happen next. But instead of you sitting there and dwelling and crying about it, you decided to take life by the balls and be the change that you needed to be, or be the change that you needed to see in your life. Be the parent that you needed when you were growing up. You were that person for yourself. So I want you to take this time to pat your ass on the back, because you deserve that shit. You know, nobody is able to do shit quite like you. And this is why you go through the shit that you go through, because nobody is quite like you. Next, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Let's get it clarified for the 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. So at this time, you may be working on a lot. You may be juggling a lot. You may be juggling 2 things. You could be juggling home life, work life, business life. Maybe you have to juggle all 3, like me. Home life, work life, and a baby, you know, like, and she's a part of family life, but shit, she got her own space of her own, child. She need her own category, okay? And you may be juggling a lot, and I just feel like Spirit is often gonna say to you, you know, take a break. Don't feel like you got to do it all at one time, but also understand that you have a lot of options, and you can do more. Don't just feel subject to those 3 things or those 2 things. You can do more, but you got this. You know, you got this. And keep your options open. You don't have to settle for one thing. You got the 8 of Wands. Page of Swords. New ways of communicating, new contracts, meeting new people, speaking to new people, doing new things. Like, that's what I'm getting for you. It's time for you to move forward. You got the Strength card, okay? And understand that you're in the right place. You're in the right place. You're doing the right things. And Spirit is sending you all of this energy because they want you to know that they support you. They support you and they got you. And there's no reason for you to be afraid. Next, you have the 4 of Swords. 6 of Swords. It's time for you to move away from things that no longer serve you. And yeah, it's going to be scary. And yeah, you had to take the break. But now you're finally doing it, you know. Yeah, it was overwhelming. But now you're finally doing it. You're like, well, it was very rocky back there. I want some smooth shit. I need smooth transitions. I deserve smooth transitions. So you know what? If you deserve those smooth transitions, go for them. Why? Because you can expand. You can have more. You can have more smoother shit. You know, sometimes we are so accustomed to trauma that we think that staying in something that's traumatic is eventually going to get better. But trauma only gets worse, to be honest. If it's traumatic, it only gets worse. Because that person just is going to keep on going and 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 keep on going until they see what they can have. Right? Or see how far they can get. You know? So it's good that you don't want to live in trauma. It's good that you want more for yourself. Next, you have the King of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. Good energy. Good vibes. You know, you're good energy. You're good vibes. So if you're good energy and you're good vibes, of course you're going to attract good energy and good vibes. You know, and whoever doesn't fuck with it, don't fuck with it. And that's okay. You don't got to fuck with me. I had to realize in my life, and I think this is what made me a little bit more secretive, is obviously I have in cyber I have a lot of Venus placements, right? So I am a people pleaser, and a part of me always used to want people to like me. And then I got older and realized that people are just not gonna like me because they just don't fucking like me. And my mom would say that shit to me all the time, like, people are just not gonna like you. And I would be like, Mom, like, I ain't no fucking body. But the crazy thing is I am somebody. And that's why people don't fuck with me, you know, and that's why people don't like me, because I know that I'm somebody, and I'm not pretending to be anybody that I don't want to be. I'm always myself, you know, and that triggers people, right? But however, people who are genuine and people who are about being genuine is gonna fuck with you because you're a genuine person, you know. They're not fucking with you for gains. They're not fucking with you for extras. They're fucking with you because they fuck with you, right? And that's what you're looking for when you're becoming this King of Cups. When you're stepping into this King of Cups energy, you're looking for people to fuck with you so you can take a break, so you can rest your mind, so you don't have to constantly think about, oh my God, is this person after me? Is this person after me? Is this person after me? No, they're not after you. They're not after you. They fuck with you. Next, you have the Page of Pentacles. You have the Three of Cups here. So clearly, you're starting something or you're doing something that's worth celebrating. It's worth people supporting you. Worth people telling you that they love you and they love what you do. You got the Ten of Wands, and you're also releasing baggage while you do it, you know? I feel like maybe you're creating something where you're healing in the process, right? Because the Ten of Pentacles the Ten of Wands is about leaving things behind, dropping that baggage because it's holding on to a bitch for too long. I don't want this here. I don't want it with me. It's not helping me. It's not bringing me to my next level. And you want shit that's going to bring you to that next level. You want shit that's going to make you happy. You want shit that's going to push you to be the best person you can be. Next, you have the Ace of Swords. And you got the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Swords. So, like I said, new ways of communicating, new passion projects, stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing things that you love. Getting paid to do things that you love. Balance, okay? Soul connections, creating soul connections, having soul connections, like stepping outside, doing things differently. Everything doesn't have to be done the same. We don't have to do things that you're accustomed to. We can always do things that are different, you know, and being okay with doing things that are different. Next, we have the Two of Wands, the Chariot. So after all of that planning, you're about to move forward. After all of that planning, you're about to move forward. And you got the Magician. First of all, well, not same combination. It was the Magician and something else. I think it was the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it had to be. But it's crazy that we ended off in 11/11 with the Magician. Right? And we started off with the Tower. So we ended it with the Magician and the Chariot. So it's like after all of this major transformation you're going through, you're moving forward, boo. So fuck everything else. Get to moving, get to growing, get to being. Because there's so much more to be offered. So we're going to take this time to answer some yes or no questions. So you can pause the reading right here to figure out what your questions are. And then we'll start. So I hope that you found your questions or you've got your questions under wraps. Let's get it started. So the answer to the first question is... I'm going to say yes. What I'm going to say for this yes is just make sure you're doing it correctly, right? Because the Tower always comes with change, and it may be scary, but I think it's a yes. Like, just do things correctly and see how things play out. That's what I'm getting. Next, I'm gonna say no. The reason why I'm going to say no, well, this could be a yes and no. I feel like it could be a yes if you're releasing any self-imposing doubts that you have about yourself and just pushing forward. But I'm also going to say no if you're not doing those things. So if you're being toxic and an asshole, then no. But if you are trying to actively be better, yes. Okay? Next. We have, I don't know. this one can really be a yes or a no. It's really about your perspective. Don't feel like, because the Five of Pentacles is sometimes about feeling left out in the cold. But I also feel like there's also support. They're in front of a church, so they can go into the church and get whatever it is that they need, right? So I just think it's about how you look at it. So I'm going to say yes, because if you ask for support, you'll get the support that you need. I'm going to put these all together. You have the Tower, the Devil, and the Five of Pentacles. I just feel like, you know, like I said, you're going through a transformative time. So, of course, it's going to be scary. And, of course, you're going to meet new parts of yourself because you're releasing old parts of yourself that just you've been accustomed to for a really, really long time. But you have to think about it in terms of, did it really support you? And, like, this may also be a thing of the past with the Five of Pentacles, because knowing that you don't need support from other people, but yet you can support yourself is the best way to go about things. So I think that you're about to become a completely different person, and you're about to have a completely different life. And I think it's all about your perspective and how you look at it. And stop doubting yourself and just believe that the things that you want are possible. So go for it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let your girl know how this video resonates with you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Happy 11/11.